Hi everyone, my name is Shubham Sawant. It is Christmas Eve and happy holidays to everyone out there. I thought we'd start off with reviewing our personal family car, which is the 2012 Acura TSX. Let's get started.
Giving up, letting go. Times we might feel compelled. Looking down from the heights that we have built all by ourselves. And there is fear of the unknown, but we cannot lose control.
Starting with the exterior design. Now, if you've seen a lot of Acuras on the road, you know they have those what I call the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger grille. And some people like it, some people hate it. I personally don't mind it. It is a decent look that fits to older Acura models, but with time it sort of dies down. Now overall in the front end, it is a pretty decent look if you don't mind the grille. It has those xenon projector beam headlights with halogen daytime running lights and halogen fog lights. Beyond that though, especially in the silver color, it does look pretty bland. If you don't mind the grille. The grille, again, if you like it, if you hate it, I personally don't mind it. Now coming on towards the side of the vehicle, we can see those nice wheel arches, and there's a distinct line coming in from the front wheel arch and coming up all the way towards the tail lights. Now the car does come pretty well equipped with a decent level of standard features, among which are leather seats, xenon headlights, sunroof, automatic climate control, and a USB port. Now, this car does also come with the tech package, among which includes the navigation system, rear view camera, and some features for your Bluetooth compatibility. Now coming in towards the back, we have dual exhaust tailpipes. Now if you look at the rear taillights, you can see that characteristic line that has this little check mark at the side. That you can also see on the front daytime running lights where it has a little check mark. Now on towards the interior of the vehicle, it is actually pretty spacious, especially compared to the Lexus IS at that time, but nowhere near as spacious as the 3 Series or the Mercedes C-Class. However, it does fit 4 comfortable adults just fine, as long as they're not over 6 feet, especially on the back. Now, the overall look of the car is pretty decent. The navigation system is not the best. In fact, nowhere near as good as your smartphone is. The graphics are mediocre, the street labels are fine, but they're nothing really decent to look at. And your climate control settings are pretty straightforward. Now once you sit in the vehicle, there is an abundance of buttons to look at, but once you start getting used to it, it's really not that bad. The upper belly of the control panel is basically your navigation and audio controls, and then the lower part is for your climate controls. And there is a separate LCD in between that shows you what your temperature is, where your HVAC control systems is going towards, and so on. Overall, it is a pretty decent center console if you ignore the navigation system. The only plus side of the tech package was that rear view camera, which without it, the sightlines were mediocre at best, especially towards the C-pillar. Now the driving dynamics of this car are pretty decent. The car does redline up to 7100 RPM, which for its 4-cylinder, and it has IV tech, it sounds pretty good. But this car does come with a 5-speed automatic, which does limit some of its performance credentials. However, it is a pretty decent automatic. Its shifts are timely and well mannered, and as long as you're not really pushing it, its performance is pretty decent. It will stay in this gear, and when you ask for it, it will downshift a gear or two. It's not always hunting for the correct gear, which is really nice in today's age of transmissions. It is a regular 5-speed torque converter automatic. It's not a dual clutch transmission, and it's certainly not a CVT transmission. Now, Honda and Acura models of late did have a lot of NVH issues, so I shouldn't be too surprised of the NVH issues of this car, but its competitors did offer lower NVH than this car does. Now, in the handling department, it is pretty good. It is neutral and stable around corners, but if you really push the car, you can start to feel the understeer pushing in. It is a 200 horsepower front wheel drive car after all, so there is some plowiness going on. But overall, it is a decent handling car with neutral driving dynamics. The electric power steering, on the other hand, well, that is a bit of an issue because there's virtually no feedback coming in towards the steering column. I wish it had a hydraulic powered steering rack so I can actually feel more of the road, especially towards the corners. Overall, it isn't bad, but if you're the type of person who wants some steering feedback, this car would not give you that. So, who would I recommend this vehicle to? Well, it is a 200 horsepower front wheel drive sports sedan, But if you don't really care about the sport and just want a luxury sedan for under $10,000, it is a pretty decent value. You can get it with a 3.5 liter V6, a 6-speed manual, or as a sport wagon. Overall, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a short review of the Acura TSX. And let me know down in the comments below, what cars would you like to see reviewed on this channel? Now with that being said, hit that subscribe button if you're new, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.